Hello and welcome back. Welcome to my mess. First of all, I want to say thank you for being patient with me to get back. Um, and second of all, welcome to any new subscribers I have. I am so glad to have you here with me. Uh, okay, so I got my new camera, and then right after that, I started training for my new job. So the intent was to get back to YouTube, but I really needed to train for my new job too. So that's what I've been doing. Other than that, the mess is because I had no camera and the Beacon Hill dollhouse sits there and sits there and sits there, and I haven't done anything with it for probably over a year. It's given me fits. Greenleaf dollhouses look amazing. Greenleaf dollhouse plywood is pretty much crap. Sorry. My opinion. Um, it splinters. You find that the backing will break off sometimes when you're trying to cut something out. It's a lot of sanding and a lot of work. Then there's their instructions, which are vague in some parts, other parts are very easy. It says, glue in this, but do not glue it to that. Okay, got that. But then sometimes you wonder why you can't just glue the whole house together, and then that becomes apparent later on. So that's what I've been doing. I've been working on the Beacon Hill because it's just sitting there. I have done nothing on Victoria's farmhouse. I have done nothing on Grandma's house. And I'm torn on what to do about the little witch's room we were doing because Halloween is now over. I couldn't get the camera any sooner than I believe it came November 1st or 2nd. So I've only had it a little while, and this is my first time using it. With that said, this will be the third time I've done this video because although everything is supposed to work right, I am having trouble with my computer accepting this new card. It doesn't load it like it did the old one. I think honestly they changed something with the photos thing in there because it is not working like it used to at all, and it's dealing me fits. And it's my birthday today. Yay! Um okay, so other than having a very rude road construction worker who was just being a jackass, um yeah, it's been a pretty good day. I'm expecting my daughter's grandchildren will call me tonight, which is good. Anyway, this is my mess, and I am back, and I am doing the Beacon Hill as the Victorian house that it is, 1870s, 1880s vintage. It will not be a featured series on here because, let's face it, there's a lot of cussing and swearing that goes on, and I'd probably be bleeping out just about every other word in some spots because it's overwhelming. It's going to be beautiful. I've got big plans for it, but it's overwhelming. So that'll be I will show you as I go. Um, this is the molding I'm using in there. Whoops. Okay, see, this is the thing with my new camera. I don't know exactly where I'm at. So yeah, this is the molding I'm using. I got it at Menards. And it comes in long strips. I think they're about 3 feet long, and yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's what I'm using because this is Victorian. This is overblown. This is big, bigger than life, very elegant, rich mansion type house. So we're using big molding and all that. So anyway, I'm going to take you over to the Beacon Hill and we'll see what we can do. I'm going to apologize right away for the shaky camera that I know is going to happen because I'm not used to holding on to the video cameras. Not with just my hands. So I will see you in just a minute at the Beacon Hill. So here we are looking into the entrance hall slash dining room part of the Beacon Hill. Now the stairway goes up there, as you can see. And the problem with all of this is once I get the front on the style house, I'm not going to be able to access most of the stairway anymore. And that is because once the front's on, it's going to be to the back part back there, and I'm not going to be able to access a lot of stuff. And I don't have the lights I would like for that part. And I'm just going to go ahead without them and hope that the dining room chandelier casts enough light or there's something, because it's rather dark. I chose Jacobean Walnut because it happens to be a color stain that I really like. And yeah, there's the second floor. The one thing I don't like about the green leaf kits is like this. Okay, so since I know I will never have, good access to my stairway again, I'm going to have to wallpaper these walls, put up any trim, do all that stuff before I can go ahead and glue the front in, and before I can glue this part down. This is what I don't like about green leaf. Okay, see the gaps up there? When I put this together, do not glue that together. Okay, I didn't. That's what it said. I was trying to do it by the book, by the rules. And yeah, so I was like, why can't I glue this together? Well, up on that corner back there where I've got partially wallpapered is a closet. Okay, so I have to put this partition wall in that goes here all the way back and a side wall for the closet. Plus I have to make the door because these kits don't come with doors. Anyway, when I go to put that in, the wall is very tall and the top ceiling up there is sagging, of course, because it's not glued to anything. So I can't glue this till I get this glued in. And then once I get this glued in, I think I can glue that in. It's a crapshoot with these kits, because the instructions are a bit vague. I'm not saying don't buy one. I'm just saying if you buy one, expect headaches, expect problems, because or expect whatever. And I've watched people on YouTube doing these, and I have noticed that a lot of them at some point or the other eventually take off and kind of do their own thing, and I am to that point with this house. But yeah, there's so much you got to do. I can't glue this in till I glue this in, and I can't glue that till I glue this, and I can't start on floor number 3 until I glue this. So yeah, it's kind of a thing. So right now I'm going to shut this off again, and I'm going to turn the house around so you can see from the other side. Okay, so here is the front of the house and the staircase that will probably most of all never be seen again once the front of the house is on. Which makes it kind of, I mean, it's cool, but it's going to make it kind of useless because, there's no access to that. Now, what I've done is, and I don't know if you can see because I don't know, it's not showing, I did do a paneled wall over here, and I'm going to carry that around also to the front wall. So I have these little trim pieces up here. You can see the end of it. And that had to be mitered. And then I'm going to put one up on the other side over here. On this side. Where am I? There I am. And then I'm going to be putting a piece across here also. Now, I really wish that I could just glue that trim piece right to the wall I've got made. However, I don't think that's going to work because it's all tab and slot construction. And the slots are down here. Put the little tabs in. And it's a very, very, very tight fit. I mean, you have to cram this thing together, and I'm going to have to get out tie-down straps or whatever to hold it until it's glued, I'm sure, because it's going to want to spring back, I think. Anyway, this is going to be the next thing, so that's why I have to go ahead and I have to wallpaper, and I have to do every single thing in here, including the dust, that I was going to do before. I've got to do all that before I can put this front on, because once the front's on, we're done, right? Yeah, okay, so that's how, I guess that's all going to be. I'm going to grab the front here and pull it up and show you what I'm talking about kind of with that wall. This whole front wall goes to the tower. It's very big. It's very tall. It goes the whole height of the house, and then the tower, I think, sits up on top. And I've got to be able to get this in there. And then I've got this little part that goes by the steps, matches the other part by the steps. And then I've got this underneath. So I've got to be able to get this in there, get this matched up with the steps and this, and then have the rest of it go in, and then that piece that goes across, I showed you up here, right there. That's the part that's going to go here, but I have a feeling if I slide it under, it's not going to work so well. So that's where I'm at with this build. Whoops, sorry about that. And yeah, so this will be one that I will update on every once in a while. I have plans for this house. If it turns out like I want, it's going to be amazing. And if not, well, I'll chuck it in the closet and never see it again. I don't know. Anyway, I want to thank you all for joining me. And to tell you, I honestly just really appreciate that each and every one of you are here watching my videos. I'm not sure what we're going to be doing exactly for the next video. And I'm not sure if it'll be on Thursday or Friday because of new work schedules and that kind of stuff. We'll get it all figured out and we will find something to do. And yeah, so anyway, thank you very much for joining me. And I will see you very soon. Bye bye.